Hey guys, Sniper here with another product review. Today's review is going to be on the Xbox 360 controller, the Razer Sabertooth. I got this controller probably 2 or 3 months ago and have been using it so I can actually do a good review on it. But I broke it down and threw it back in the box so you guys can kind of, see what comes with everything. So let's get started. Alright, first, when you open this guy up, you're going to see that it comes with a pretty sweet case. It's all hard case. I mean harder. It's not like hard, but it's got like cloth, hard cloth. But it's a nice case. You're going to have this little guy, which is basically just telling you congratulations, there's no turning back, and everything from Razer and how to like them, follow them, subscribe them, whatnot. I'll throw that out of the way. Your instruction manual with everything that goes with it and how to do everything on your Razer, and to the good stuff. Yes. Okay, up here we have your cord that will connect via USB to your Xbox or your PC. You get some sweet stickers. I believe those actually come in here, but I stuck them back in the other place. You get these little grippies to put on the top of here. I actually, this is the second one of these I've got. The first one I got had a hardware issue, and I had to send it back. So they actually just sent me a whole new controller, which I couldn't believe they did, because they wanted just this part back, but they sent me the whole new thing, which I got more of these that I put on, and I actually wore them out. These little nubs, if you can see them, I'll try and take them out of here. You see those little nubbies on there? Not so much. They're a grip, but they actually wear off, and they really irritated me. So I finally just took them off and threw them away, because like every time I was playing, I would start to feel this big glob of like junk under my thumb, and it was the nubs and stuff wearing off of these. So I just pitched them in the trash after that and haven't put them on since. But if you guys see my other product review, I stick the FPS Sniper Freaks on here, and I really like those. So you get a screwdriver for applying and taking off everything, and these, which I'm sure you almost can't see in the package, these actually go on the back right here when you take these off, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So what we have, the Razer Sabertooth, right and left bumper, right and left trigger, additional triggers, and you've got your triggers on the back. Alright, let's get down to it. The triggers on the back, hate them. Triggers up here, hate them. A lot of people might like these. They might be for everybody else. They're just not for me. There's too much when you're gaming. This up and down motion to me, like that, is too hard to ultimately remember unless you really go at it. Other than than just doing this. I mean, you're so used to this, or even selecting your select button and bumping stuff like that. And that's a muscle memory thing that maybe I just didn't give it long enough to use or to try, but I didn't like it. So I take these off. I mean, these things just unscrew like so. There's that one. And I'm a huge grip guy. Like, if my grip doesn't feel right, I won't play well. And it's all in my head. So, you can take those off. Those are all gone. And this is where it comes into the part of these little guys back again. And these are a pain. I was almost dreading taking these off because I had them on there and putting it in for you guys. But as you can see, they're labeled. That one says left. So we're gonna go ahead and stick it over here. And all they have is a little nub that goes into that screw hole. And they don't fit well. I mean, like, at all. I mean, the only reason this one is fitting decent is because I've had it in there for so long and I smashed it in there. And this is the side that I've always had trouble with. And that's how it's always been. It's always just kind of half stuck in there and always been that little rocky, you know, it's not just going to stay. Now, there's some things that I think Razer needs to improve on for their controllers if they're going to stick with this design for the future. And one's going to be, why wouldn't you just make this out of plastic and let me use the screw from this guy to stick it back in, so I don't have to keep dealing with this junk. I mean, and you don't notice, after a while you don't notice it on the back, but initially you do, and it's annoying. Okay, things that I do like about this controller. These hyper response buttons are awesome. I mean, they react everywhere. Like, you can hear, you can hear those clicks. And in these buttons as well. And they react fast. And if you're like me, I mean, you can see how I can fat finger the B button. Like, if I'm in a chopper and I can press A and I'm not all the way on A, if I press, just touch B, you're going out. I mean, you better be ready to hit A again to parachute and get to where you're going. The grip, I do kind of like the grip. It is more or less grippy, but if, say, you took a drink of water or anything and still have some of that on your hands, it gets slick quick, and you really have to wipe everything off a lot. I mean, you can see just from normal wear and tear how it is. D-pad is also nice. I like it. It's got real good motion to it. It's not it doesn't feel like you're moving the whole pad or anything. You can feel that button, and they're not so close to each other where you're hitting other buttons. The analog sticks, I like them. I mean, they've got grip on them on their own and work out nicely. The other great thing about this is an LED, and it says Razer all the time, but these buttons right down here are something that you can control to set up these two buttons and your triggers to whatever you want them to be. You can set them up to, XYBA. You can set them to your back button, your start button. You can set it to whatever you want it to be. It also allows you to control drift. If you feel that, just sitting there, if you're standing there and your player is starting to, is slowly turning to the left or the right, you can fix that in here and compensate for that to where you can zero it back out. And they actually have a drift tester in here. And don't forget, when you plug this thing in, it only goes on one way. You can see that little notch at the top there. That lines up in this. So don't try ramming it on, or just sticking it in there and screwing it down, because it won't work. So, that's kind of the controller, guys, and how it looks, how it works. Ultimately, I like it. I like how it feels in my hand, and when I'm using it, I just don't like some of the features I ultimately bought it for. Which is as far as the triggers down here, like I said, and these just, to me, I don't game, palmed up like this. I game way out here, sitting like this. So these are a stretch, and look at what you're already hitting on the way to it. I don't like it. I don't really even see the need for these, actually. I mean, because who is going to completely reprogram their controller to basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more settings? I mean, I can't even think of enough stuff to redo. I mean, why not just get rid of these buttons altogether, if that's what you're going to do? So that is my review on the Sabertooth. Ultimately, I like it. Some guys might like it more than I do because they can utilize all these features, but I don't. I like it for the grip. I really like it for these buttons, and it plays nice. I especially like, you know, being able to control my drift and change things if I want to. So that's it for now, guys. If you have questions, let me know. I'll try and answer them. I will put a link to Razer's site down in the description box, which a lot of you probably know Razer. You know, they come up with a lot of stuff for computers and peripherals and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think, and that's it for now, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.